Today's goal is to identify perfect squares and compute their square roots. So up top here I have some exponents. I want you to, they're already written down on your paper. We talked about these a couple days ago. So very quickly I'm going to refresh your memory. Remember, 0 squared is 0 times 0, which is 0. 1 squared is 1 times 1, which is 1. 2 squared is 2 times 2, which is 4. 3 squared is 3 times 3, which is 9. 4 squared is 4 times 4, which is 16. 5 squared is 5 times 5, which is 25. 6 squared is 6 times 6, which is 36. 7 squared is 7 times 7, which is 49. 8 squared is 8 times 8, 64. 9 squared, 9 times 9, which is 81. 10 squared, 10 times 10, which is 100. 11 squared, 11 times 11, 121. And the last one, 12 squared, 144. 12 times 12. You should know those perfect squares. So what is squared? You guys remember. It's a number to the power of 2. Or a number times itself. So please copy that down on your note page. So what is square root? This is the symbol for square root. And some of you confuse it and you think it's division because it sort of looks like a division sign, except it's got what I like to call this little check mark here. Looks like a check mark. So what is square root? It is not division. It does not mean to divide. It is the opposite of squared. So when I'm looking at this number, 16, the square root of 16, I need to think, what number times itself is 16? Well, looking up top here, 4 times 4 is 16. But there's another number, another number that when I times it by itself gives me 16. Did you guys guess it? It's negative 4 times negative 4. Because remember, negative times a negative is a positive. So the answer to this is either a positive or negative 4. And we write that like that. We put a plus and then a minus under it. And that means positive or negative 4. So for the next one, square root of 81, remember it's the opposite of squaring. So what number times itself is 81? You got it. 9 times 9 is 81. And if a positive 9 times a positive 9 is 81, so is a negative 9 times a negative 9 is 81. So for my answer there, it can be positive or negative 9. Now on the bottom here, this is sort of like PEMDAS. I need to first find the square root of 25. So what number times itself is 25? You got it, 5. And then I have to say, what number times itself is 49? You guessed it. Oh, that's not right. I guessed it wrong. That should be 7. Sorry, guys. I made a mistake there. That's a 7. That's a 7. Sorry about that one. Should be a 7. So 5 plus 7 is not that number. Let me retype it in there. See, Miss Caldwell makes mistakes, guys, just like you. So let's re-put that in there. Let's put in a 12. And let's change this to 5 plus 9. Sorry, guys, I don't usually like making this mistake on here. So it was 5 plus 7. There we go. So you have it right on your paper. And now I have it right. So 5 plus 7, square root of 25 is 5, plus the square root of 49 is 7. We're not going to worry about it being a plus or negative for this one. All right, pause up the video if you need to catch up with me. Now this one's different because both numbers are underneath. So that means I need to add these two numbers first. 25 plus 39 gives me 64. But I want the square root of 64. It stays with it because I haven't changed it yet. I haven't thought in my head what number times itself is that. And now I'm saying what number times itself is 64, and it is 8. So what I want you to do is turn your paper over. And now you're going to do these problems on your own. Pause up the video. Do these 4 problems on your own. Here are your answers. So for your first one, positive or negative 2. For the next one, positive or negative 6. Square root of 9 plus the square root of 49. That gives me, I did it right this time, 3 plus 7, which is 10. Square root of 35 plus 65, when you add 35 plus 65, you get 100. So the square root of 100 is 10. If you have any questions, save them for tomorrow. See you tomorrow, guys.